I am so glad you just clicked this video right now because you are not going to be disappointed. Dragon Ball Kakumei is back and you are about to see some of the best artwork ever made, and it's all made by fans. So if you are caught up to Dragon Ball Kakumei, well, strap in because this chapter is about to get even crazier. But if not, link to the previous Dragon Ball Kakumei video will be pinned down below in the comments, and up at the top of the screen right now should be the entire playlist as well. So if you guys are new to the story, be sure to go check that out when you have a chance as well. You know what, fellas? I'm gonna forgive y'all for all the name calling and slandering y'all did on that video we did like a year ago from chapter who knows what of Dragon Ball Kakumei. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Because it looks like something akin to Ultra Instinct Vegeta might have actually been a thing after all. Fellas, Dragon Ball Kakumei is back this month, and on the cover we cannot forget about Gohan, who's still amidst his training in Universe 11. The caption reads, in Universe 11, Gohan appears to be performing an awakening ritual similar to the one he underwent several years ago. However, this one seems remarkably more introspective and conscientious than the previous one. Will Gohan emerge completely transformed from this experience? And that is where we're going to begin in chapter 26 of Dragon Ball Kakumei. If you guys are enjoying the Dragon Ball content, consider leaving a like on the video to help us out in the algo, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on those notifications. But without further ado, let's hop right into the chapter. Now that Saliga has been defeated and Dula is on the brink, the Universe 14 God of Destruction Amaron has come to a resolve. Amaron, the venerable heir, has read Dula's memories and puts his finger on the wonder he felt towards Saliga. He understood much later on that Amaron had sent Saliga to meet him because Dula could never have refused a proposal from the person he admired most. The opportunistic nature of the venerable heir led him to play on Dula's feelings, using them against him to win his devotion. Dula was equally quick to understand this, but he didn't attach any importance to it since their respective objectives were so closely aligned already. Indeed, Dula and the others shared a common vocation, glory, certainly on different scales, and it was moving forward with such prestigious people that he convinced himself he couldn't dream of anything better. The echo of his name spread and merged with that of the magicians he admired. Saliga had always considered Dula to be his equal, so he was learning to do the same and see him as his loyal companion. Then the venerable heir's efforts bore fruit and brought them closer to the highest authorities in Universe 14. And which poor demon could ever boast that? Have I left my own mark in my era as Saliga did many years before? Dula wondered in the threshold of the final moments of his life. Dula saw himself as a banal entity moving through the darkness, but paradoxically, his deepest wish was not to end up in oblivion, but to be at the center of the cosmos' brightest light. I surely intend to go out with a bang, Dula roars as we see his power beginning to swell up. He takes his hand and drives it into his abdomen, ripping out a wad of plasma-like aura, and performs a technique known as Death Pact. An enormous monstrosity is formed that threatens to eliminate everything in his path. His energy is concentrating at a single point, Broly says, gasping. He's not gonna... Saliga. Venerable heir? Thank you, Dula declares. Thank you too for making my life exciting. You really want to end your life? Broly asks, shocked as Dula grabs hold of him. You put me through my paces, Dula admits to him. But I put all my energy into trying to harm you, but it's no use. You are much too strong. But the Death Pact increases my power tenfold by conferring on me all my powers of my predecessor summoners. So I might as well tell you that you have no chance of survival here. His explosion sets off and Broly is in awe as he illuminates the entire cosmos. To die in a firework display visible to an entire planet, that's the bare minimum I deserve, Dula says, as he takes his last glimpse of reality. Above planet Sadala, Dula and Broly are engulfed in this explosion, resembling a nuke in outer space as the Saiyans below can do nothing but watch. If you ask me, Amaron says, your friend had to give up the ghost. That explosion, I'm not sure if I could resist it myself. Broly, you're mad, Vegeta declares as we see Broly charcoal now in the middle of that ridiculous explosion. All of a sudden though, he starts condensing the energy of the explosion somehow with his own insane power. The explosion seems to have stopped expanding, the other Saiyans below mention. What the hell are you doing? Dula exclaims. That Saiyan? He's compressing the explosion, Vegeta gasps. Shut up, Broly says to Dula as he continues to crush him within his hands. I'm not sure how he just did that, I'm gonna be honest, but Doula's explosion has been contained, and now Broly would just fall out of the sky back towards the planet's surface. Admiral Ruba would be there to catch him, telling him, "Well done, friend. You've saved us all. You can be proud of yourself." Broly would reach to his side looking for Kale, who's still crippled from that raging beatdown he gave her earlier, but at least she's conscious. "Call the Tuffle Doctor now," the Saiyans began calling. "Please tell me she's alright," Broly says as he looks for Kale. "She's not in very good condition," Ruba says, "but you can thank her, Broly. It's thanks to her that you were able to regain consciousness." Broly continues to apologize for his deadly outburst earlier, and it's at this moment when Kale would try to get up. The others would beg her not to exert too much with all of her injuries as Broly rushes over to her and continues apologizing. Vegeta yells at him to move out of the way though as a deadly attack comes his way. Amaron sends his chains at Broly, but Vegeta is somehow able to get him out of the way in time. As far-sighted as I may be, I must admit I never thought for a second that my subordinates would die today. And they did, so my sincere congratulations, Amaron says. But Vegeta tells him to spare them the speech. "Your wife is safe, however, Vegeta. That's what matters, isn't it?" Vegeta realizes that he was so focused on the battle at hand that he hadn't even felt her ki reappear. What a relief, he thinks to himself. "So, nothing seems to be going according to plan after all, huh, God of Destruction," he says to Amaron. "But listen, man, I don't recall anyone saying that plans have changed. Please don't think that your victory is a foregone conclusion. I won't let you go, Vegeta. I asked you to show me your maximum power and you didn't obey. Yet, I've seen it in your recent memories, that power. But now I've lost my patience." Vegeta warns everyone to watch out and get out of the way as a catastrophic attack is unleashed by the God of Destruction. Amaron would unleash an attack that seems almost similar to a domain expansion, cleaving through the Saiyans on the ground like it was nothing and leaving a scene similar to a horror movie. I don't think there was a single Saiyan in this attack's path that was quick enough to save anybody else, let alone themselves. Admiral Ruba is in a state of shock as he can only watch his comrades being obliterated, tears welling up in his eyes, and this would unfortunately be the push that was big enough to propel Admiral Ruba into becoming a Super Saiyan, but Amaron just tears right through him with his scythe as well, taking off one of his arms as well as leaving this huge gash in his torso. Amaron appears in front of the wounded Admiral Ruba and prepares to finish him off. But this is when Broly would turn around and notice that Vegeta has disappeared. When we look back, Vegeta has reappeared in front of Amaron and knees him in the face. "Here it is," Amaron comments excitedly as it seems that he's seen exactly what he's been waiting for now. "That's exactly what I saw. He used it. I didn't even see him move and yet," Broly would say as all of the Saiyans are left stunned by what Vegeta has just done. King Sadala would finally wake up now with all of his comrades surrounding him. "Where's the demon? What happened?" he asked. They let him know that Broly defeated the demon. Now all that's left is the masked guy. "Oh, what a relief," King Sadala exclaims, but when he looks up, not only does he see all of the carnage across the battlefield that Amaron just caused, but Vegeta has finally displayed his true power that up until this moment, not many people knew about. The exact power that Amaron witnessed Vegeta using in his memories. And in the very last panel of chapter 26 of Dragon Ball Kakumei, we can see that Ultra Instinct Vegeta has finally been born. But I'm gonna be honest, is Ultra Instinct Vegeta even enough to take out a God of Destruction who just one-shot majority of the Saiyans on the battlefield? So I gotta know down below in the comments, fellas, how are y'all feeling about Ultra Instinct Vegeta in Dragon Ball Kakumei? Yes, Goku is still locked away in Universe 0 somewhere, Gohan is still training on Universe 11 with the Pride Troopers, but Vegeta and Broly are doing everything they can to keep Planet Sadala and Universe 6 safe. Although Amaron, the new God of Destruction of Universe 14, seems like a much different entity than all the other gods and way more determined and vengeful too. But that is going to do it for this video, guys. Let me know down below in the comments how you guys felt about this. Maybe it's just me, but I feel like this chapter was a little bit shorter than usual, but maybe it's just because we didn't get one last month. Hopefully in the near future, Kakumei can go back to being bi-weekly, but I think Poison is in school. That's why they kind of have delays sometimes. I think bro's like 17, 18 years old, so they kind of have to work around his schedule. But anyways, let's go ahead and wrap this one up, fellas. Links to all of the creators of Dragon Ball Kakumei will be linked down below. Consider leaving a like on the video on your way out if you did enjoy the content to help us out in the algorithm a little bit. And if you somehow haven't by now, don't forget to subscribe and turn on those notifications to never miss a Dragon Ball upload as soon as they go live. Have a great day, fellas. Stay safe. And with the Super manga on break for probably at least a couple of months now, we're going to use this as an opportunity. I want to summon for Ultra Golden Frieza and Dragon Ball Legends. I'm going to be honest. I want to play some Tenkaichi. I haven't even uploaded my second Dragon Ball Super card game video. That's been waiting for like over a week now. And even if there's no news that day, I just want to talk about Sparking Zero with y'all. I feel like we all enjoy that.